has anyone ever heard of the Great Burning of Rome or the Great Fire of Rome? Happened around this time. So what scholars think happened is Nero literally burned down part of Rome so he could rebuild it in his own name, so he could have buildings and stuff dedicated to him. But he had to have a scapegoat, and there was this new weird sect that followed a crucified guy. So he said the Christians did it, the Christians burned Rome. And that's what really kicked off that persecution. And Nero arrested a bunch of Christians in Rome, expelled many of them from Rome, but the ones who were arrested, he would light on fire around his palace to decorate his palace grounds with Christians on fire. So really evil, really dark dude. And Peter is writing this at the beginning of this really big persecution that was beginning to happen. If you follow theology and follow Judaism, it's kind of unique. For the longest time, Christianity wasn't seen as separate than Judaism. It was seen as just like a sect of Judaism. But about this time, it was seen as its own kind of religion, its own movement. And that's why the Christians were persecuted and many of the Jews were not persecuted. This new Christian sect looked like a cult to many people. One fun fact is the Christians, of course, gathered together to have communion, the Lord's Supper, and they called each other brother and sister. So what actually a lot of non-Christians thought about Christians is that they were cannibals because they were eating a dead guy, because they said this is the body and blood of Jesus. And they also thought they all practiced incest because they noticed that spouses referred to each other as sister and brother, and they thought this is a very strange movement that's going on right here. So that's kind of how people viewed the early church. So then Nero thought, hey, I need someone to blame. The weird incest cannibals, like they would be a good scapegoat to blame for the burning of Rome.